Welcome to part 2, everybody. There's so much.
Is my charger anywhere here? Where is it? My charger.
But someone was using it, so. Well, okay. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, everyone. No. Oh. You're I'm so oh stop. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Oh my god. Me. Stop. Me. I'm posted. Dude, we can explain. We can explain. I'm so sorry. Hmm. Wait. Oh, it's girl. I'm so sorry. I can explain. Spring. Oh, I can explain. Oof, oof. Look. Oh no. Oh, oh no. Oh, it's lost it. Stop. So, so, oh no. Oh, oh. Yes, see, and then, oh, you do you. I'm so sorry. Well, you could just, you, you put your things. Oh. Why not joining? And joining. Oh no. You're so sorry. This isn't even a yes. Who is that? You. It's not fair. It's not fair. Out, but I've been collecting up over. It's not fair. I even. What tricks you fool? It's been you. I didn't read about the ways, but don't you ever see me things different? Where was the noise? What happened? Wait, where was the noise? What happened? Where's the noise? Let me tell you what's happening. You're looking. is going on? Don't you ever see? Don't you ever see? Say please. I'm so sorry. Where are you? Seco. What? Don't you ever see me, don't you? Again. What's doing? Oh man, man, what am I gonna use now? He's gone. No. You fool. No. So. Oh. Just. What am I gonna use now? Use the rest of the same meetings. And see your friends again. This isn't fun the same. I'm being so friend again. Attend that again. I'm looking to a friend like that again. I don't wanna hurt him. Hmm. Hmm. Um, yeah, we. Another watch him again. I will eat. Um. Did you? Oh. No. Yes. That good. Yes, please. I'm so, so, please. I'm so sorry. I explain. Oh, I just. Uh, Minus points. Six. What are you doing?
I'm animating stuff, okay?
Oh, it's that's why it's called animating or designing. Animating and designing. Yes, however. Saying things to her. Yes, go ahead, no, don't you try to yes, 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 reference one, looks like I have to share mine. So you should never say, don't you ever, I mean, don't ever think, don't ever, yes. So you're, uh, don't, don't, don't say, don't, 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 ты споешь по душе, don't, 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 no. It's not nice to do so. Not nice. It's not nice. Not. Don't say. Don't. Don't. Kızım. Ne kimi? was wasting my time over here. I mean, just wasting my time over here. I guess nice day with that fine. I just think I don't hear you. It's good. You can okay. Always right. Mm. Where's he getting? Alright. Oh man, $1,000 worth of stuff on Amazon. Just kidding. No kidding. No kidding. Hello, pretty whisper. I'm making a sign for Mrs. G. I'm making a sign for Mrs. G. No, you. I'm making a sign for Mrs. G. Good celebration.
What? Someone.
Can whoever is doing those sound effects please stop?
Sorry about that.
Okay.
I guess there might be enough designing. Up, I'll be right back. Restroom. Oh, I cannot believe it. I cannot believe it. I cannot. Man, I cannot believe it. I get my job back. It. How's another Joseph?
Ah,
Ow!
oh no. The
My
real Joseph.
Oh my
Oh
god.
no.
Okay, first of all, can you please turn down your mic?
Okay. Which one is the real Joseph?
I don't know. Oh, okay. It seems like he's
Oh God.
connected to us. I don't care. Okay? Okay, bye.
Hold on. I need a pick someone who's the real Joseph. Hmm. I have to pick someone who's the Joseph. I don't know who's the real Joseph is. Let me think. Pick on who's the real Joseph. The real. Oh my god, I'm scared. Which one? Okay, good.
Oh, thank gosh. Did, did Joseph just leave? Well, if you guys wanted to share your animating or designing, that's fine. Also, I joined the Object Nothing crew. And, yeah, me too. Huh? I'm going to. he's asleep. Lystic. Ja, you guys are so Yes, yes, luego, 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 luego. And you, oh my god. Ah. Certificate stage. There we go. Mm. In the middle of Father's Day, so this day, so I had to get that. Not. No. Okay. Get back. I took it. Mm. Oh no! What did you do? What did you do? It's a Reese. It's, it's him. Yes, you are. Let's just say you don't. Okay, it's never. Yeah, I'm gonna change this. Well, looks like it's back. Yep, looks like it's back to normal. Yep, looks like it's back to normal. At least don't ever see me things to your friends again. Don't honestly unimprove. House. Oh, frick.
Why is there a mouth on the eye next to the eyebrow?
Oh, it was my mistake.
Um,
Hmm. Oh, it's gone. Quack. Oh, it's gone. And it's gone. And it's gone. And it's gone. Oh, shucks. Huh? I am. I said, there's a clue. Is no, I'm not. See, Yes. Man.
He says, hurt me. Make it look great. He wants his appearance to take people's breath away. Most of the time, it works. Much has been made of the extreme lengths Michael Jackson went to physically alter his appearance. But in this video, we will focus on the magic of makeup. How the King of Pop physically evolved and continuously reinvented himself over the years through the use of everyday cosmetics, whether as a quick fix or to cause a media sensation. First,
Sabotage.
thank you to all of you who
Sabotage.
continue to support this channel by purchasing our new merch, available while stocks last. The link is in the description box below. Growing up and as the lead member of the Jackson 5, young Michael Jackson's image as an adorable, charismatic performer was one of the group's many assets. But as Jackson grew into his teenage years, he was plagued with common adolescent acne, a condition that many self-conscious teens find hard to deal with. But any hardships were magnified by Michael's incredible fame and teen idol status. The pop performer made numerous attempts to hide his imperfections with the help of common stage makeup when being photographed or making a televised appearance. As Michael's solo fame grew as he progressed into his early 20s, the artist became
Wait,
increasingly
I'm gonna
conscious of his
forget
image
when I
and
just.
made every attempt to perfect his looks. Having already ventured into plastic surgery himself, Jackson insisted to his childhood friend David Guest, quote, "You've got to make yourself always look better." But as Jackson grew into his teenage years, he was plagued with common adolescent acne, a condition that many self-conscious teens find hard to deal with. But any hardships were magnified by Michael's incredible fame and teen. But as Jackson grew into his teenage years, he was plagued with common adolescent acne, a condition that many self-conscious teens find hard to deal with. But any hardships were magnified by Michael's incredible fame and teen idol status. But as Jackson grew into his teenage years, he was plagued with common adolescent acne, a condition that many self-conscious teens find hard to deal with. But any hardships were magnified by Michael's incredible fame and teen idol status. The pop performer made numerous attempts to hide his imperfections with the help of common stage makeup when being photographed or making a televised appearance. As Michael's solo fame grew as he progressed into his early 20s, the artist became increasingly conscious of his image or making a televised appearance. As Michael's solo fame grew as he progressed into his early 20s, the artist became increasingly conscious of his image and made every attempt to perfect his looks or making a televised appearance. As Michael's solo fame grew as he progressed into his early 20s, the artist became increasingly conscious of his image and made every attempt to perfect his looks. Having already ventured into plastic surgery himself, Jackson insisted to his childhood friend David Guest, quote, "You've got to make yourself always look better." Although it is clear Michael Jackson also loved the transformative nature of makeup to not only make one more beautiful, but to turn yourself into a monster or a creature from another planet.
Interfering
This is
on
demonstrated by, although it is clear Michael Jackson also loved the transformative nature of makeup.
forbidding to interfere with business
Turn
again.
yourself into a monster or a creature from
Aye.
another planet. This is
I
demonstrated
know
by
it is.
Jackson's enthusiastic portrayal of the Scarecrow in 1978's The Wiz. And later, during the making of his video Thriller, Jackson is lavishly decorated by the industry's best in prosthetic makeup. After watching John Landis's An American Werewolf in London, Jackson called the director out of the blue and employed the film's makeup artist
I need to
Rick
get to
Baker
it.
to transform the singer during his next music video spectacle. As part of the project, Jackson was turned into a
Get to it.
werecat with a terrifying morphing scene. Quote,
Nice.
"I just
Very
didn't want to do another werewolf," said Baker. According to Landis, the production involved the largest makeup team in film history up to that point, with 40 makeup artists creating dozens of silicone mold prosthetics, a system of pump-action balloons, eye contacts, artificial teeth, and every shade of theater paint you could imagine. Quote, "I was adamant that whatever he was going to turn into, he couldn't be too hideous or unattractive. Scary? Yes. Creepy? Yes. But not ugly," director John Landis said. In the latter part of the video, Michael Jackson's zombie-type makeup consisted of brow and cheekbone prosthetics and copious amounts of green makeup in vastly different shades, giving a hollowed-out appearance. Although obviously ghoulish in nature, this sharp, severe makeup style may have inspired Jackson's next look. While on the Victory Tour with his brothers in 1984, an intimate photo taken by Harrison Funk captures Jackson applying his own makeup, something he apparently took great pride in. Quote, "Him and Jermaine Jackson loved putting on their own makeup," said the photographer, who added that Michael became more and more interested in his appearance, more determined to look sharp. Jackson's makeup routine, according to Funk, was also a sign of the singer's gender fluidity. Quote, "It wasn't so much femininity on Michael's part as androgyny. He was fluid around gender." As his fame grew with the phenomenal success of Thriller, so did Jackson's attempts to achieve higher levels of physical perfection. Michael dropped a considerable amount of weight during this time and wore heavier makeup that didn't go unnoticed. Late-night comedians soon began passing comment, with Joan Rivers joking on television that, quote, "The man wears so much makeup that when he takes it off, he's white." The routine, according to Funk, was also a sign of the singer's gender fluidity. Quote, "It wasn't so much femininity on my more determined to look sharp." Jackson's makeup routine, according to Funk, was also a sign of the singer's gender fluidity. Quote, "It wasn't so much femininity on Michael's part as androgyny. He was fluid around gender." As his fame grew with the phenomenal success of Thriller, so did Jackson's attempts to achieve higher levels of physical perfection. Michael dropped a considerable amount of weight during this time and wore heavier makeup that didn't go unnoticed. Late-night comedians soon began passing comment, with Joan Rivers joking on television that,
Dear, no good to your choice.
that when he takes it off, he's white.
So what? Big deal.
Not only
No
shaving
good to
his
your
eyebrows
choice.
and wearing some base, Michael Jackson began applying a full face of makeup. Base, concealer, contour, eyeliner, eyeshadow, mascara, brow pencil for his dramatically thinner eyebrows, and copious amounts of finishing powder for the stage lights. Theatrical makeup techniques like nose contouring that were largely unheard of in the public realm. Applications that transitioned into his day-to-day as Michael Jackson's whole public life became a production, where he could be photographed at any point, in any lighting, and from any angle. Products the King of Pop preferred included those by Los Angeles-based Rachel Perry Inc., who provided holistic skincare items that combined aromatherapy, natural ingredients, and color therapy through their eye-catching labels and designs. The founder was also a devoted environmentalist and animal rights activist who promoted sustainable harvesting techniques and rainforest preservation. Perhaps an early indication of Michael's own passion for the environment that was so heavily expressed in his later music and charitable interests. As the Thriller era era passed and the Bad album approached. The biggest changes in Michael Jackson's makeup style were his eyebrows, that he grew in and gave a dramatic arch to, as well as his notoriously lighter base. It appears that Michael Jackson started to wear lighter makeup on various dates of the Victory Tour, but the dramatic change had become much more noticeable on the cover of his new record and during his music video for Bad. Widespread speculation followed, as many in the media debated whether the lightened look was due to extreme skin whitening, facial peels, or just simply makeup.
Are you kidding me?
Based on images we have of Michael from photo shoots and on stage versus private images, we can presume that the lighter appearance was, at least in some part, the result of makeup. Michael Jackson also became increasingly determined to maintain a matte finish to his look while fiercely exerting himself on stage. Tatiana Thompson, Jackson's love interest in 1987's The Way You Make Me Feel, has revealed that just before they appeared on stage together at the 1988 Grammy Awards, Michael saw her apply some last-minute finishing powder backstage and asked her if he could use some as well. She, of course, obliged and witnessed Jackson take the powder puff and apply the product so heavily it filled the air around them. Then he gave the compact back to the model and went on stage for his performance. When asked what Michael Jackson's favorite makeup product was, Michael's longtime makeup artist Karen Fay proclaimed, quote, "Easy, hands down, Lantern dual finish powder.
I don't know what anything to do
Lantern
with this.
provided by the case for me," said Fay. Quote, "Michael would have it and leave it everywhere. He has it in every pocket." While on the Bad tour, similar to the Victory era, Michael Jackson incorporated contouring techniques as part of his stage makeup to accentuate his chiseled features.
I have anything to do with this? Oh no, you did not. Oh no, you didn't.
Karen said that, quote, "For the most part, Michael does his own makeup in the hotel before the show. I put a little kit together for him and fine-tune his dressing room before. And I'll touch him up a little during the show." Michael Jackson's skin became increasingly patchy as his vitiligo developed, and the singer became reliant on makeup to even out his skin tone. To achieve a uniform look, Jackson used specialist base makeup by Dermablend. That's heavy, total full coverage formulation was recommended for those hoping to cover up the most severe of scars, birthmarks, and other skin conditions. During the behind-the-scenes footage for the video Black or White, Michael Jackson is seen constantly having his face patted down and makeup reapplied during the physically exhaustive shoot. As if any makeup failed to cover Jackson's real skin tone, it would reveal the extent of his then unknown skin condition. During this period, Michael Jackson's makeup was worn almost like a mask for the pop superstar, a method to hide himself away and shield him from the viciousness of the tabloid press. While on the Dangerous Tour in 1992, British tabloid newspaper The Daily Mirror published an unflattering photograph of the singer and stated that it showed Jackson's face in a state of advanced decay after alleged extensive plastic surgery. Jackson's team responded by threatening legal action against the publication.
One of these disposed anything else.
Emotionally
Like that.
shattered by the direct attack at his appearance. Jackson arrived in London
It's like that.
and
It's got to be
photographed
on my
often
own.
covering his face while out in public as a result of the news story. Immediately after, Michael Jackson's makeup style changed as he adopted heavier eyeliner and more dramatic dark shadow on his eyelid corners. The following year, Michael Jackson started wearing lipstick. Most notably, he grabbed a shade and applied it just before the camera started rolling for his live worldwide interview with Oprah Winfrey in 1993. Soon after, Michael Jackson started experimenting with eyelash extensions, resulting in Bambi-like flicks at the corners, a treatment he most likely resorted to due to the long-time effects of his lupus condition that can result in all types of hair loss. This may also explain Jackson going through more extreme beauty treatments, like having his eyebrows and hairline permanently tattooed, procedures that had varying levels of success. Now a ghostly white shade of pale, Michael Jackson more than ever needed some makeup magic to bring dimension to his face, so the bright stage lights didn't wash him out completely. This period was characterized by even more dramatic contouring of his face and nose, as well as further tattooing, but this time his lip liner. The look was befitting for the stage, but looked utterly bizarre when worn in any other context. For example, when Jackson posed with his new wife, Debbie Rowe, after their marriage in Australia in November 1996, Having just performed in concert, Michael Jackson left the venue and back to his hotel to engage in the wedding ceremony while still in his stage makeup. Any images taken that evening were plastered all over the morning newspapers, only adding to the already sensationalized nature of the shocking news story. In the years that followed, Michael Jackson never quite experimented with his makeup as he did previously. In the 2000s, makeup was a necessity to cover up scars and camouflage imperfections from surgery and long-standing illnesses. Jackson's look softened as he battled increasing levels of personal turmoil as he attempted to prove his innocence and reestablish his representation as a music icon. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please give us a like and hit subscribe for more videos like this one. Also, to further support the content we create on this channel, check out our Patreon, where our team members will enjoy early uploads, scripts approvals, article finds, and much, much more. The link is in the description below.
Baseball is back. Catch the action live on a variety of networks with YouTube TV. Try it free. Terms apply. Cancel anytime.
Are you kidding me?
I think every parent wants the best for their kid, and you want to set them up for success starting very early on. And I wonder if it's a great opportunity for that.
And sometimes as a parent of 4, you don't have time to do the one-on-one every day. But this program is giving me the opportunity to make sure she's getting what she needs.
And watching her learn, and watching her have fun, and being excited about, hey, it's time to do my homework, Mom. And it's just really nice to be part of that, and then to be able to say, hey, let me see with you and see what you're working on. She's reading by herself. If she's telling me, I got this, I'll call you when I need help, then I can do the million other things that I have to do.
I did not believe it even after I opened the door and got the package. I just
In part 1, we chronicled Michael Jackson's turbulent journey when it came to his complexion and examined the methods used to take him from black to white. In this video, we aim to theorize Michael Jackson's complex motivations, which called into question the King of Pop's relationship to his racial identity. Whether the alarming transformation was solely as a result of his vitiligo condition, or was it at least in some part a decision Michael Jackson made for himself. No one other than Jackson himself could truly articulate his thoughts when it comes to this matter. In this video, we will sort to argue 3 different scenarios that may have plausibly led to Michael Jackson's most dramatic of changes, and in turn, let you, the viewer, make your own assessments. Here's the detail. The first logic is the simplest one, and closest to Michael Jackson's own set of accounts, that the iconic performer had suffered for years with the skin pigment depleting condition vitiligo, and used makeup as well as skin bleaching creams to even out his skin tone until his complexion was consistent and completely absent of color. From his start as part of Motown's historic movement in music, young Michael looked up to many of its biggest stars, as well as other black music showmen, including Little Richard, James Brown, Jackie Wilson, and Sammy Davis Jr., to name just a few. The black-owned record label never outwardly favored lighter artists, and as part of a uniquely pro-black environment, Michael Jackson visited African countries on many occasions and was said to be very conscious of black history and the plight of his people. Over the years, Jackson publicly professed the pride he held for his black heritage, as well as made private statements that, in his eyes, black was indeed beautiful.
I think the East Indians, I think they're really beautiful. And the darker they are, the more beautiful.
With this knowledge, we would have no reason to believe Michael had any motivation to reject or disguise his inherent blackness. However, as we found out in our last video, there is no evidence of Jackson using makeup or other methods to maintain his original skin tone once vitiligo became apparent. In contrast, it is visible that Michael used makeup and bleaching products to appear lighter throughout the years. As visible signs of the disease weren't prevalent on noticeable areas of skin, like his hands and face, as late as early 1991. However, one scenario that could have taken place was that Michael Jackson suffered from vitiligo that covered his body alone, an explanation for his years wearing long shirts and pants, and sort to blend in the pale patches with his natural skin tone, despite being able to disguise visible signs of the disease. For the notoriously self-conscious singer, the thought of a highly disfiguring skin condition slowly spreading over his body may have been too unbearable for him. As Michael Jackson had obsessive tendencies when it came to other aspects of his looks, often being cited as the poster child for body dysmorphia, that even if he had a mild case of vitiligo, like his brother Jermaine, the psychological effect of the disease could have been too overwhelming for him, that Michael was willing to resort to the most drastic of measures to resolve it. In his mission, Michael Jackson theoretically could have started depigmentation with the use of powerful skin bleaching creams prematurely to relieve himself of intense disfigurement, despite the long-term impact this would have on his health and public image. On the flip side, Michael Jackson's lightened look may have simply been a personal preference gone wrong. That his racially ambiguous image during publicity shoots, music videos, and while on stage was his preferred look at this time.
He liked my hair because I'm Native American, and that's just, he liked my hair because I have dark black hair. So he could tolerate my hair.
There is evidence of this in the form of a mural that was painted at his family's home, Havenhurst. Completed in 1984, it portrays a noticeable lightened Michael Jackson reading The Secrets of Life, giving some insight into how he wanted to be portrayed and foretelling his later, lighter looks. Having long been inspired by fairy tales, fantasy figures, and imagery created by the likes of Walt Disney, Michael may have very well been inspired by the Eurocentric beauty standards conveyed in depictions of angels, cherubs, pixies, and fairies alike. As Prince Charming glitzy military ensembles, to his surgically upturned Peter Pan nose, one could argue that Michael Jackson pursued a Disney-inspired fantasy look for himself that could have extended to his skin tone, using makeup, lightening creams, and reportedly skin peels to give his desired look.
At Kroger, you can save big today with sales and promotions on your favorite items. And you'll find it all in the Kroger app. So download the app and start saving more today. Kroger, fresh for everyone.
Using makeup, lightening creams, and reportedly skin peels to give his desired look. Jackson theoretically could have become frustrated with their varying levels of success and sorted a more permanent solution. It has been suggested by some that Michael Jackson may even have been prescribed by a misguided doctor his powerful creams as a solution to permanently and more effectively lighten his complexion. But their effect backfired, causing the complete destruction of melanocytes, forcing Jackson to fully depigment his skin as a result. Not the first time Michael's been a victim of botched surgeries and visually debilitating ailments. His pursuit for physical perfection when it came to his desire for lightened skin could have ironically resulted in a far worse body insecurity for the artist. This compounded by the endless ridicule and speculation Michael was the victim of in tabloid media as a result. After years of silence on the matter, in a groundbreaking 1993 interview with Oprah Winfrey, Michael Jackson finally revealed publicly his condition, and in the same breath, adamantly proclaimed his black pride, calling out hypocrisy when it comes to the public's reaction to his changed appearance versus the attempts others make to alter themselves.
But what about all the millions of people? Let's reverse it. What about all the millions of people who sit out in the sun, become darker, become other than what they are? Nobody says nothing about that.
highlighting his frustration with the different set of rules black artists have to follow when compared to their white counterparts. For example, Madonna has never been perceived as denying her Italian roots by dyeing her hair platinum blonde and adopting an all-American Marilyn Monroe image. Neither did Giorgio Spinaitu for disguising his Greek Cypriot heritage by adopting the anglicized name George Michael. It appears to be a uniquely black experience that artists like Michael Jackson had their blackness constantly disputed as his wealth and influence grew. That he must consistently project and proclaim his black pride through his image and creative endeavors, a requirement Jackson likely found limiting and resented. It could be argued that Michael Jackson didn't see his racial identity as something that he felt the need to outwardly parade, but that it was something that he embodied internally and never felt disconnected from. Another perspective that has been argued is that Michael Jackson's lightened appearance was motivated by his pursuit for ever-increasing commerciality. That the ambitious crossover star, who broke all kinds of racial barriers in modern pop music, sought to break away from the confines often placed on black artists altogether by appearing, superficially at least, outside the realms of race. Having achieved the best-selling album of all time with Thriller in 1984, Michael Jackson was in no way satisfied and determined to go beyond his previous accomplishments by selling over double of his follow-up record. With 100 million albums written on his bathroom mirror as a daily reminder.
Just wanted to show you guys my look. I have a bleeding day today, so this is my first look of the day. I'm headed to the beach. I've got all my essentials, my hat, bag, honey. I'm ready to go. Just got back from the beach. I'm gonna go get a quick little workout in my little gym bag, and I'm ready to go. So I changed into my last look, my favorite cute little sunnies, my bag, and we're off to dinner.
Are you kidding? Are you kidding me? I have to run fast. You have to.
Watch the FIFA Women's World Cup live on Fox and FS1 with all 64 matches also available in 4K when you add 4K Plus with YouTube TV.
With 100 million albums written on his bathroom mirror as a daily reminder. Having studied the greats of popular music, Michael obsessively examined the careers of those that came before him. How did some strike it rich? Why are few considered legendary over others? And how did some die penniless and now long forgotten? In a 1987 note written before the release of his Bad album, Michael Jackson described the unique challenges he believed black artists faced when compared to their white counterparts and his mission to triumph over adversity. Quote, throughout history, white men have always branded the pages of history with great white hopes, putting whites over blacks as nobles, like Elvis being the king of rock and roll, being the boss, and the Beatles being the best. Yes, these guys were good, but they weren't better singers or dancers than the blacks. The difference is that whites control the press, the media, and they make the public whatever they desire. Plus, a lot of the blacks have been ugly.
Can't believe I have to do this.
I will change this now with the power of my songs and dance and looks and total reclusiveness and mystery world. I will rule as the king. From these assessments, it is clear that Michael Jackson believed his looks had great power during the heights of the video generation of music, and their potential to propel him to
Silent this.
dominance. Having captured the hearts and minds of the American public during the Thriller mania, Michael had aspirations to take it global, to reach new audiences further afield in much the same way, despite some cultures rarely embracing black artists or music. In this pursuit, it could be argued that Michael Jackson sought to project a more universal image, one that sat outside the confines of black or white, to broaden his global appeal and free himself creatively from the conventions of race. This would explain Michael's more racially ambiguous image in photo shoots, music videos, and while performing, versus the more natural complexion we would see in images taken in private. However, an unforeseen effect of this change in his image were the countless articles and speculation over Michael Jackson's altered complexion. His position as a role model for black youth and debate over his apparent dissatisfaction in his blackness. This controversy causing a spectacle in itself that no doubt only heightened the sensation that followed him on his world tour and warranted further publicity when promoting his music. At least in some part, audiences tuned into MTV video premieres and award ceremonies to witness Michael and his evolving looks. It could be argued that Michael Jackson became increasingly obsessed with the power of this, that his good looks didn't just have the capability of attracting fans and larger audiences, but they could also cause a sensation and create a cult of mystique around him. During the development of his Dangerous album, Jackson experimented wildly in hopes of cultivating a whole new image for himself. As the recently named King of Pop, Michael needed a whole reinvention in order to break new ground with the ambitious album. So not to underwhelm audiences with just another Michael Jackson record with a similar look and style. Inspired by the master of spectacle and the greatest showman, P.T. Barnum, who appears on the cover of his Dangerous album, Jackson may have aspired to make more daring moves to hold the public intrigue and further develop his increasingly bizarre and mysterious persona. One such move may have been to use his vitiligo condition to his perceived advantage, to embody the notion of a spectacle, eerily bearing resemblance to other Jackson fascinations, like the Elephant Man and circus attractions of old. The black man turned white without explanation, a formula that to this day still holds gravitas, as many continue to speculate the real truth behind Michael Jackson's skin. But what conclusions have you come to? Leave your comments below. Thanks for watching The Detail. Like, subscribe, and we'll see you next time with more MJ videos. The glitz, the glamour, the regalia, and the magic. Michael Jackson's professional wardrobe is likely to be one of music's most distinctive, a style all of his own that continues to influence fashions generations anew. For an artist remembered as a visionary, one could easily be mistaken in thinking that Michael Jackson's visual appearance during the pinnacle of his trailblazing success was just another creative feat of his. However, the King of Pop's most iconic looks were largely conjured up in the mind of the talented Mr. Bill Whitten. Whitten is today a bit of an unsung hero in the fashion world, though his resume of major acts for whom he designed iconic clothing includes not only Jackson, but the era's most prominent and iconic stars in Hollywood. It is a statement that Michael Jackson himself, the world's greatest entertainer, would choose Bill Whitten as his clothing designer. However, their creative collaboration abruptly ended in an explosive fashion, leading Michael Jackson to make continuous attempts to discredit and diminish his former fashion visionary's legacy. Today, Bill Whitten is a little recognized designer and remains in the darkness as one of the industry's criminally unsung. Here's the detail. Bill Whitten was born in the suburbs of Birmingham, Alabama. The son of a coal miner father, Whitten developed his skills in tailoring through his mother's teachings as a seamstress. In his 20s, Bill decided to move to the bright lights of Los Angeles to pursue a career in high-end fashion design for the city's many dazzling stars. In 1974, Whitten opened a custom shirt business called Workroom 27.
So what big
The
deal?
tiny
No
shop
good
was
YouTube.
virtually invisible, located on the second floor of a building on Santa Monica Boulevard in West Hollywood, and it was open for 6 months before their first customer walked through the door, who just so happened to be superstar singer-songwriter Neil Diamond. Diamond made an extensive order with the young designer and soon became an advocate for Whitten's custom-designed clothing. Doc Severinsen soon found his way to Workroom 27, and he brought the members of the band Chicago. After that, Jim Brown came in and returned with Hugh Hefner, and once word had spread among the showbiz elite, its domino effect took less than a year and a half. It was official. Whitten and his brand was a sensation, as his business blossomed as more and more bands demanded personalized stage attire. They, lead singers, didn't have one place they could go that could outfit them and the band. I was the one source for all that. Bill reminisced.
It's coming back
Bill Whitten went from leasing one room to buying the entire building and had a factory that employed 50 people stage clothes for over 20 musical acts. Then he became selective and scaled his client list to include only top-rung performers. He was soon putting Elton John in extravagant capes and electric boots, Stevie Wonder in African print caftans, and took Neil Diamond out of everyday flower embroidered shirts and into bedazzled bugle beads. Witten's designs soon encapsulated much of the rock star glamour we associate with the 1970s, with wide flared pants, head-to-toe color-clashing looks, psychedelic prints, and copious levels of glitz that defined the disco era. Quote, when I came into the business, the only band in the beaded jacket was Liberace. Nobody had tasty beading from then. Nobody. The Hollywood designer remarked when interviewed. Regularly designing costumes needed for popular figures in music, it was during this period that we created most of the Jackson 5's early tours and television looks. From this initial association, Michael Jackson became more accustomed to the immensely talented designer and his unique design sensibility. Quote, the rock world is one of the few areas where you can use your fantasy, Whitten once revealed, a mindset Michael was keen to embrace as part of his own superstar image. Together, they cultivated Michael Jackson's new, sleek, more sophisticated, all-over rhinestone-studded looks during his off-the-wall album success. It was during this era that Bill Whitten first prototyped the crystal-beaded gloves Michael Jackson would soon make iconic. In 1979, during preparations for the Jacksons' Destiny Tour, Michael asked Whitten to design something for him that was different, unique, and that no one had done before. For the designer, it was a bit of a no-brainer. Whitten thought bedazzled gloves would create a focal point for Jackson's dancing. Quote, it was very simple, Whitten once said. The audience was missing his hand and feet movements. They couldn't see the quick gestures he was making. They then came up with the idea of a single glove because Michael felt that wearing one glove was cooler, as two gloves seemed just too ordinary in comparison. And it worked. The single glove, ankle-length black pants, bejeweled socks, and loafers Michael Jackson showcased his moonwalk in during his Motown 25 performance of Billie Jean caused a worldwide sensation. However, the gloves first worn by Michael weren't created by Bill Whitten, but merely customized with strips of Swarovski crystals, a method used to give some extra sparkle to many of Michael Jackson's looks during this period. More elaborate beading techniques were featured in Bill Whitten's looks for Jackson once he started working with Von Chua Couture, a Los Angeles-based family business which is still in operation today. And we were lucky enough to speak with them about their time creating some of Michael Jackson's most iconic looks.
The whole Hollywood was his clientele in that moment. Everybody, like, start with Lionel Richie. 80% of the well-known, top-of-the-line artists at that time were the clientele. Bill came in, he said, we have to do something creative, something for him, so it pops and separates him from the others. The mother-in-law, Coco, actually said, well, Elvis has his belt, individuals, this, that, so that's what's, maybe, how about we do a glove? And Bill said, oh yeah, that's a good idea, let's try. And actually, because it was, timing was so close, we couldn't make the gloves. He got a ready-made gloves. He both them, he brought it, we opened the seams, we put all the rhinestones on it, and we closed it back, and there you go, we had the glove, the very first one.
Sorry about this.
Prototype design with the help
Oh
of
man.
Whitten decided to perfect it by using lock rosin crystals, which had a more refined look and feel. Each glove took approximately 40 hours to set on the crystals and beading, and a day to actually sew each glove together by hand. Then came a whole host of distinctive military looks that Michael Jackson showcased during the height of Michael Mania and the glory of his Thriller success. His signature style was initially birthed after Michael showed Whitten a picture of a 19th century English admiral as inspiration for the costume designer when creating looks for the Jacksons' 1977 variety show. Years later, Whitten decided to recreate those historic ensembles, but have them completely covered in crystal and intricate beading.
Bill came, he said he wrote a magazine with English designs, and he said they're going to make the exact same thing, but beat it. Everything is beaded. He would wear whatever Bill would suggest, because he was the one, so he was like design everybody, and everybody were happy, liking what he's doing. So I guess pretty much everybody would do whatever he would suggest.
It was some phones leak.
Bill Clinton's outfits for Michael Jackson went on to be embedded in the superstar's most recognizable career landmarks and some of the most famous pieces to ever grace the entertainment industry. This included a red gold blend jacket completely covered in red bugle beads with an elaborate gold seed rope design, matching cuffs and epaulettes, which Michael Jackson wore to the 1984 American
How do we-
Music Awards. This, as well as a solid all-over bejeweled military uniform in navy and gold that he wore on his historic night
Well,
at the Grammy
to be
Awards.
honest, I'm just gonna end the live stream already.
To meet President
I'm just gonna end the live stream anyways.
Black lame jacket completely covered in black Swarovski crystals and decorated
This is Edwin
with
signing off.
striping on the chest and cuffs that he wore at the unveiling